connect my headphones and knock over my microphone. All kinds
Oh,
of shit got
I
wrong.
totally didn't have Steam open to Bloons TD6 and forgot to launch the game on the main monitor and accidentally clicked Minecraft. No, none of that happened. Shut up. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to... I am professional.
Frankly, I wouldn't mind doing a Minecraft multiplayer stream one day, but that's not what we're here for today, is it?
No, it is not.
Nope. We're here to die.
Back. Yep, basically that. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fallout Cascadian Storms. I am Trisky, otherwise known as Sir Pendleton, and we are here to do some fallouting in the Fallout Vaults and Deathclaw system. I am joined by Bran Doon the Brink, played by Ken, and Jen O'Connor, played by Fluff, and our lovely overseer, Wagoo. Say hi.
Yo.
No.
Shit.
Well, good.
All right, I guess at the end of okay. Oh boy. All right.
Anywho, at start, when we last left off, you were about to make your move on two random members of the Brotherhood of Steel that were investigating your truck. So, y'all put up your positions, and now it's time to roll sequence.
Or we could just go straight into it. Oh, okay. Fuck me.
Yep. Bran Doon and Pendleton had gotten closer to them, while Jen was sniping from up atop the cliffs.
I believe I was like 1,000 feet away or some shit.
You were just barely at maximum range, technically.
So 1,440.
Well over 1,000 feet away. Ready to reach out and touch someone?
Alright, let me, don't forget to, change yourself to Bran Doon in that little drop down there, Ken.
On roll 20?
Yeah, on the bottom right of chat, that little drop down just right next to the send button. And let me select...
Alright, all good. Oh!
Yep.
Wow,
you can be you.
Time. Good to know now.
I don't want to be that guy, but since we established last time I was able to, like, not be seen, would I be able to get a surprise round?
First off, you're not being that guy. Second off, no, but you will get. But I assure you that that your first hit will be a critical.
Oh fuck!
Regardless of what the dice say, as long as you hit, the first hit will be a critical. Okay.
All right, fuck me then. Let's do this. Habuski, 25.
Nice.
All right, you need to manually add Ken and Jen to the turn order because they forgot. Pluff can be forgiven. He didn't have a token to click on. Ken probably forgot to click on his token before he rolled sequence.
I did.
I mean, Jen's token is all the way in the bottom left corner of the map.
Oh, it is?
Oh, I didn't even see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Ken, you are extremely quiet. Lean closer to your microphone, you nerd.
All right. Either way, I will go ahead and add everybody. Anyways, based on how the sequence turned out, Jen is going first.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So, remember, as long as you hit, the first shot will be a crit. So make the most of this.
Okay. I'm going with this guy right here. I'm shooting him in the arm.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using my DKS, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's put this in. Here we are.
Wow, it actually did show it as critting even irregardless of what I said, but unless you added some sort of bonus to it, which fair enough.
I mean, yeah, I do have some bonuses
that being
from
said,
arms.
You do realize the armor class of these guys is pretty high, right?
Yep, that's why I have minus 10 AC.
Yeah. Well, it's
and
minus 75
11
AC.
DC.
All right.
Oh,
Well, it's minus 75 armor class. So the good news is, even with this, you still hit it, but it took a lot out of you.
fair enough. All right, so this one's a guaranteed crit. So let me roll 1d10. Let's hope we get something good.
And what you got was a 6. All right. Drum roll, please. I said a drum roll, not demanding more wine.
Oh lord. Oh no.
I'm not gonna break
no.
my desk that hard.
All right.
All right.
What do we got?
All right. What we've got... You ignore DT and DR. It is the exact maximum possible damage.
Oh fuck yes, and I
since
get true damage. Yeah.
So, do either of you remember about the recent changes to DR as of late?
Jen or Fluff mentioned that basically it's acting as like a secondary health pool now instead of like a reduction to base health.
One that usually has to go first before you can get to normal health.
But in this case, this crit bypasses it.
Yes, meaning you actually get to do a full 51 damage to them.
Oh, and because I targeted the arm, I get an additional 1d8 plus 2 true damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 9. Okay, that's good. So 60.
60 damage. I hope you feel proud of yourself, because that's probably the best shot you've ever done.
Yeah, that is the best shot I've ever done. That would be it. Yeah.
Contrast this with how Sir Pendleton and Bran are doing so far, who've got some pretty bad sequence rolls.
You haven't even updated the sequence, but it's still basically just whichever one of us wants to go first.
I was still doing it while I was multitasking. Fear not.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So
but yes, that's 60 damage to one of them. Congratulations, you already took a quarter of his health off.
Oh fuck, these guys are tanky. These are tanky boys.
It's power armor. What were you expecting?
Yeah, fair enough. I thought I went through his DR.
You did.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go for it again. Just same arm, same deal.
Yes. Nevertheless, after this first shot, and you can see how the bullet expertly penetrates right through a hinge, and you hear him cry out in pain as the bullet gets lodged into his arm. Even from all the way up here, you can hear him swearing. That's some surprisingly colorful language, all things considered. There's even a bit of Spanish in there, you think.
Well, it's about to get worse.
Go ahead.
That's 157.
Yes, it is.
Did you include the minus 75 modifier?
Oh, I did not. Sorry. I keep forgetting.
So, minus 65 from that, it's still, like, upper 80.
Mm-hmm. Alright, 38 normal damage. This next shot still hits him, but you just see the bullet just plink off into the remains of the road. This time, the power armor is doing its job.
Oh.
Let's see. I wonder how long it will take before it ceases functioning.
Well, that's all of my AP. I guess I can use the defend action, although you said I'm long range right now?
Yeah, you're as far as you can be.
Oh, I'm long, so that means I would be like 2,000 miles, 2,000 feet away. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to take the defend action. I'm just gonna, you know what, fuck it, I might as well. I'll take the defend action, add my agility on there.
Brotherhood member
For-
boy is really.
So yeah, so there we go, and that is my turn.
Next up is the poor sap you just shot multiple times. You can tell his arms being held awkwardly. But then both of them start scanning around. Then he starts moving between the trees. Then he stops as he notices Bran Doon and Pendleton. Immediately, he points his laser rifle at the two of them. Hands in the air!
What, are you expecting a response?
The moment that you give him cheek, he immediately shoots at you. Just one shot, though. What is the armor class of Sir Pendleton?
AC is 35.
Minus 35?
Laser is... I don't know if there's any additional for laser.
Nah, it's just DT for laser.
Alright.
Alright. And... critical hit. Let's go ahead and see how bad this gets. Slash
Oh wait,
R.
no, I think that's max damage for one of the rolls. I think
only
the
did-
critical. I think the critical hit is for the hit, not the damage. Is it? Am I wrong?
I think you just misunderstood what I was saying. I said critical hit. Let's see what I get. I never said it was for max damage.
Oh, gotcha.
No.
But it's gonna suck what's about to happen, irregardless. I'm gonna roll 1d10. 4. You just took 5 true damage, in addition to the damage you've taken here.
Alright. Where the hell is my DT? Yeah.
I gotta have some really good luck. $29. Oh. Uh-oh.
Took off the 5 true damage. I don't know if I have any DR or anything for the rest of it. I don't know if there's been changes to Mr. Handy set.
Yes, there's been changes to DR as I've already established. First off, consider the DT.
Yeah, I don't know where the DT is, that's the problem.
You literally never put down your armor rating on your character sheet.
That'd be something. I am a prepared human being, chat. I rather a rebel.
You do have the DT down. I'll quickly look up the DR for you. And the DR of a Mr. Handy is... There it is. Let's see. 40. You have 40 DR for reference.
Okay.
Alright, so consider DT. So go ahead and roll for damage.
How do I do that again in this?
Oh wait, no, that was part of the simplification. Time to re-explain again. Long story short, instead of having to actually roll damage dice, you consider the DT and then subtract DR. If you get, since I got above the DT, that means I'm doing full damage, which means I'm gonna be subtracting from DR before I even touch your health. I did 37 damage, and the good news is, since you have more than that for DR, you're not actually losing any health yet.
Except for that 5 true damage that you said.
Yes, except that being an exception.
Yay, I actually feel like it can survive 3 seconds as a Mr. Handy.
So
Then the changes are working. I'm sure the developers will be pleased.
So when the changes started, would DR automatically be like an unfilled column?
Bran,
One thing. My microphone volume for you, Ken, right now is so abysmally low, you need to buff it or move your mouth fucking closer to your microphone. We can barely hear you, and you're the only person that's
How about
the only
now?
A little better.
bit better, but still could be better.
All right, let me see if I can fix it. Yeah, I think.
You're audible enough to ask your question again, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, so my DR on my sheet's at a 0.2. Would that have been something that I read?
Everyone's DRs got reset to 0. Look up your armor's DR to add it up, and then you'll get it.
All right.
the DR for the girded leather armor is 50, and just regular clothing is 5. So there's that.
Much obliged for helping me with looking stuff up. Always love to see it. All right.
Out of the group of us, Fluff is the rules lawyer of the players.
And I appreciate having one around. Nevertheless, let's consider some other rules, like the rules to do when someone starts shooting at you. Get to work shooting back, because now it's time for the other Brotherhood member's turn. He also marches through, and when he sees his fellow member start shooting, he's also gonna take a shot at Bran Doon.
Oh joy.
All right, here you go. What's your armor class?
What's your AC?
Total 15.
Uh-oh.
That ain't hard to
Wait,
beat.
Oh,
hold on.
critical failure!
hold on.
Oh.
You should also get 20 AC from girded leather armor.
All right, so it'd be 25
It'd be 35 and he crit failed, so it doesn't even pass his AC.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter this round, but do keep that in mind for the future. Let's
Hold
see
on,
what we
no-
get. Got a 4, which means...
We're getting a lot of force for crit rolls.
Yep.
Hold on. No, I don't think I'm insane. I believe how it works is that, like, you have to roll under your, like, luck to get a crit. The first one was a 29, the second one was a 78. So unless this guy has 29 luck, I don't think that would hit. That would be a crit for the first one. Nor would it be a critical fail for the last one. The damage might have gotten a nat 1, but that's not the same thing for the hit.
I put all the information in accurately. I hit the buttons accurately. Accurately. I even included the modifiers from armor class. That's the result.
But wouldn't the laser rifle be highlighted in red instead of the damage?
It's always accidentally highlighted on damage. It's a roll 20 quirk.
Huh.
It's just
Oh,
a roll
fuck
20
me.
quirk. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Meanwhile, with our certain Brotherhood of Steel member, when he actually emerges through the trees, because he kept knocking into branches, his laser rifle is actually covered in all sorts of brush and grime. And when he shoots, you can see some of it start flying off. This, in comparison to his more colorful counterpart, this one's being quiet. But luckily, it's missing Bran. For now. Alright, speaking of Bran, it's Bran Doon's turn.
All right, so the brush around them, how tall and thick is that?
It's more that he was clipping the lowest ends of the branches on the tree.
All right, so it's So the grass at their feet will just be
It's
sorry about
it's
that. I'll work on
it's
that.
pretty thick, but it's only going like up to their like your heels at worst.
I'm currently in the act of lowering everyone to match Ken.
Yeah, hang on. After my turn, I'll see if I can boost myself or something.
We'll figure
Yeah,
it out
so-
after that, yeah.
So Bran Doon's gonna try to he's gonna try to run more over behind this tree. Or like around the corner of the tree.
Alright. How many action points are you using?
Alright, so how many points per square again?
It's 3 action points. It's 3 squares per action point. That's 1. 2.
Alright, so he'll spend 2 action points to move.
To rush over there. Okay, go ahead. And move your token, please.
Alright. And from here he wants to he's gonna try to toss a Molotov towards this one.
Okay, go ahead. I believe you'll want the armor class first first to show its modifier. The modifier of the is 75, so minus 75 for that. Okay.
Alright.
And the good news is, because of the explosive range of a Molotov, you'll actually be able to hit both. Go ahead. Waiting for you to roll, man.
Sorry, I didn't take it at first for some reason.
Did you put in the AC modifier?
Yeah, I minus 75.
All right, and you made you made sure not to do anything with the critical modifier.
Yeah, I did unless I rolled from the weapon itself that maybe there's something wasn't put in there.
Let me look. Here, let me look at the Molotov. Here, let me try pressing the button for you. Minus 75. Yeah, I was able to do it perfectly.
You have to click it and then it pops up an extra dialogue for the modifier. I'm not sure if you saw that.
I'm not bad
Yeah,
shit.
it's a
It's shit
modifier.
insane. See, that is a crit, and it's highlighting the first number.
I don't know why it's doing
Alright.
that. I will talk to
the
developers
damage
about
the damage just seems to highlight when you roll like a max damage on any of the die in the damage one.
it.
But a crit is very specific.
Nevertheless,
But nice crit for Bran Doon, considering he apparently has no chance to hit.
and that crit was the only way he could have hit, so go ahead. I'm gonna roll 1d10 and see what Bran Doon got. A 1.
Nothing this time.
Better luck next time. Yeah, so nothing happens, but you do manage to hit them for 15 fire damage apiece.
Nice.
Which pretty much means nothing, considering their huge damage threshold.
Yeah,
We'll
so-
slowly heat up their armor until it doesn't exist anymore. Mwahaha.
And you'll have some roast human inside.
Yeah, we'll cook them alive.
Anyways, it's now Sir Pendleton's turn, unless Bran Doon has any action points he'd like to spend.
Maybe just move a couple spaces more.
Alright, how many action points do you have left?
Hang on a second.
I repeat, how many action points do you have left?
Double check.
It was 2 to move into position, followed by... It's gonna be under prime.
To attack with the-
Okay, 9 total. You were at 7 when you threw your Molotov. Oh, and I see you never wrote down the Molotov's cost.
We are organized, people. Do not ignore what I just said. Do not pretend we are disorganized at all. You would be wrong.
It's the same. Okay, Molotov is a standard throwing cost, and that would be in this case 3. You have 4 action points left.
He would just use 2 more to move a little further back.
All right. 2 more 6 squares of movement. You sure you don't want to move 1 and then just go prone for a proper surrender?
Yeah, no, he would get prone.
Okay, so you can move 3 spaces and you still have enough action points left to go prone, okay?
Alright.
There you go. Alright then. Now it's Sir Pendleton's turn.
Alright, I am going to... I believe we have an action for aiming, right? Of a sort?
Yes.
Alright. So, I would like to steady aim with the brand new weapon in this first actual combat scenario that we have. Mm-hmm. And then I would like to shoot the guy who's already wounded thus far.
Okay, got it. Makes it easier to track health pools for me.
Well, he's also the one who shot me, so Sir Pendleton is not all too happy about that.
That is fair. Minus 75 modifier is the default. That's of course going to change based on you doing your aim.
The aim, I'm having trouble finding it in the PDF again, in the website again. What's the modifier it adds?
Here,
is it just
I will
10?
look it up.
I'm trying to control F find it, and it ain't popping up, so...
Condition marks, cover, terrain, flight. Improvise, performing actions.
Oh, right, it's a kind of attack. It's, No, I'm not doing a targeted attack.
I'll give you a plus 10 modifier for now.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Alright, minus 65 total?
Yeah.
Minimal damage, but... DT minus 7 after every attack. Spend 2 AP to fire again.
Alright. Alright then. Unfortunately, that damage is so
really
pitiful, it's not doing anything.
Alright, I'll shoot again.
Go ahead.
I ain't moving. I'm Mr. Handy. That attack uses... Basic attack uses 3 action points, right? No.
What kind of attack you're doing?
It's 1 AP. I just have to spend an extra 2, so I'm up to 4 AP used. Plus 1 AP, I think, for the aim, right? Alright, I'm not going to aim this one.
Go ahead. Minus 75 modifier. Okay, what's that? Okay, yeah, there's something weird going on with Roll20.
Blue means that I got 1 max and 1 minimum.
Yeah, the green or the red around the first number means you either crit succeeded or crit failed.
Nevertheless, though your shots are landing, it's like it's doing nothing. This might be a problem very, very shortly.
Alright, so I have spent 4 for the first attack, 3 for the second attack. I am going to fire 1 last time because I think I can manage that.
Okay.
So can't fire again after this, though. I think at the beginning of next turn, I'll have to spend the extra 2 AP to basically get it ready again.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30 damage. Still not going to do very much.
No, it is not. Let's see, you're at 30, and for reference, let's see, they're at 34. Yeah, still not there yet. Continues to bounce off. Ouch.
Damn, this thing is not being very nice to me.
Correct.
Even with DT -7, right?
Oh, DT -7. I misread
Yeah, every
that.
single one
-2.
of those attacks is mine. No, every single attack's DT -7. This is the gun you gave me.
Right. I misread it as -2. My bad. 4. Okay, so it's got to be past 27. So. Okay. Good news it is in that case, you have done 5 damage to it, which is all going to the DR.
Oh, at least it's progress. That is my turn.
Alright. Jen's turn.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go prone.
You weren't
2
already?
AP. Oh, I was already?
I thought you were already.
You set up before this. Yes, you would have been prone if it would have been beneficial.
Well, shit, I forgot to calculate that into my thing. I'm a fucking idiot. Alright.
Good job.
So what's the penalty again?
Alright, -75 is their armor class. Going prone is going to mitigate that quite a bit.
Alright, so -75, so that would just be a -20 penalty for me then.
Yeah.
With all the things I've got together. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a normal attack with the DKS on the same guy I've been hitting.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that's 1. I'm gonna
Okay.
go again. That's 2.
47,
then-
48.
One last time. There we are.
47, 48, and 43. -11.
All at -11 DT. Nice.
Alright.
And -10 AC, yeah. So
Alright.
that's good at least.
Well, I'm more concerned with the DT at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's see, -11, that leaves 23. So, what that means is 23, 33, 43.
This system does have a lot of math, so if you were bad at algebra, I wouldn't recommend.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's true of a lot of TTRPGs.
29. Let's see. Alright, currently at let's see. Alright, and 43. 4. 3. Another 10. You have not even gone through a 6th of its DR yet. And that's it for Jen.
How the fuck are we gonna do this? We're just gonna die.
Luck. That's it.
Oh,
In
we
fairness,
beat
there's
the
another
crap.
option, but it might be too humiliating for people. Anyways, it's the Brotherhood of Steel's turn. The one who's been shot in the arm and is clearly injured just immediately crouches down a bit to get a good look at Sir Pendleton, and then he just starts blasting. Specifically, going for not targeting or anything in particular, but he's just taking a decent time with his shots. It seems like Pendleton decided not to move for the moment. So, what's Pendleton's armor class?
My AC is 35.
Alright, 35, you say. Ooh, and that balances out perfectly. Minus 35. He's gonna get 2 shots in. 1.
6 damage.
All right. And 2.
Wait, damage is based on...
Yeah, did I get through all your DR already?
The first one barely gets through my DR by 1, the other one doesn't even breach it. But he's dealt
You
1
realize
damage
the
to me.
DR is not... You realize how DR works, right? It's not...
Correct,
it's
mate.
not a... Alright. You might be confusing it with DT, which is damage threshold. DR is just damage reduction. It's basically a separate health pool I have to blast through. That doesn't regenerate, and it slowly goes down.
Alright.
So consider... Alright. So, subtract from DT, that's
I am
always
down
expected.
to 49 health.
Mm-hmm. Ouch. And that's it for that one's turn. The other one, however, turns to look at Bran Doon, who's gotten on the ground. And then he just rushes forward, holding his laser rifle in one hand. This time, however, he's getting something else out that was attached to his hip. And then you hear the sound of something revving.
Oh my god.
Jen would recognize the sound of the distance as kind of like a chainsaw.
Fuck me.
All right, and he's gonna do a single melee attack on Bran Doon down there with the Ripper.
Oh god.
All right, what's the armor class?
The armor class is 35.
All right, minus 35 hit chance. And note that this has DT minus 4. He missed. Bran Doon is literally lying on the floor, on the grass, prone, and he somehow misses. I guess the branches of the trees strike again, and it holds him up long enough to give you an opportunity to react. Because now it's your turn.
He freaking screams as freaking branches and dust and this chainsaw revving in his face. And he's gonna jump up and
All right,
try to
minus 4 AP.
He's going to move back. He's going to move back 2 spaces and chuck another Molotov.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm aiming since it's an area effect.
You're trying to burn the tree down as well,
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
Yep.
Good thinking of the environment of using the environment. Maybe that will help you.
Hoping.
For now, go ahead and roll a Molotov cocktail. Armor class is 75 for these guys, as usual. That was a critical success. Let's roll 1d10. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's 1d1. 8. And the answer to how good this is gonna be is... stunned for 1d2 plus 1 turns. Roll 1d2, which is basically a coin flip. So, congratulations, you have stunned the guy for 3 turns as the tree bursts into flames around him. I guess you must have hit him on the head.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
Bran Doon is probably still screaming. He has not stopped.
That is fair. I hope it is appropriately high-pitched. All right, so you used 5 action points so far, and you have a total of 9. You got 4 action points left. What are you gonna do now?
Probably keep moving back from the burning. So let me.
By the way, I should mention that the truck is over here, just off map.
All right, still proceeding with that plan. Maybe he's actually gonna try. He can move diagonally, no problem, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's gonna start moving diagonally that. So 3 spaces.
All right. Let's see. And you used. Checking again. You did use 4. Plus 1 is 5. So you have 4 action points left that you can dedicate to just rushing. Oh wait, no, you already used 4, so you only had 1 left. Never mind.
Yep.
All right, and that's it then. Sir Pendleton's turn.
Pardon me just a moment, sir. I don't have the voice on, I know, but it's not necessarily the point here. I was finally looking into adding in the actual DT to my sheet because I wasn't paying enough attention. And this is laser weapons, right?
Yes.
Alright, my damage threshold is 15.
All
So for both of those shots, I would have removed 15 damage, correct?
Okay, I'll go ahead. Okay, that in mind, I'll go ahead and adjust it for you.
I have already done. I put the Under Armor for
Okay.
Mr. Handy, and that's why I was doing it in the background.
Right.
So I
Thank
have
you.
updated that for all the damage types, meaning I'm just going to, for now, since I would have saved 30 health, I just added 30 health back. Is that fair?
Totally fair.
Alrighty. With that in mind, it is now my turn again. I spend 2 AP of my initial 9 pool to reload my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And I, Alright, let me look at called shots again. I want to see.
Targeted attacks, you mean?
Yeah, targeted attack. Called shot is a different thing. Right. I was looking at that earlier. It's a different one. Targeted attack.
All right. Costs a little more and adds more.
It's 2 AP.
And adds more penalty. What part of the body are you going for?
I am going to just keep it relatively simple and go for the arm. So it's going to be a minus 105.
Oh, the same
For
the same arm that Jen hit, I guess.
Yeah, eventually I might be able to fucking murder their arms.
That would help.
They do have 12 limb resist.
Yeah, and?
Fair enough. Let's keep going.
We ain't got much else to work with, Jen.
This is true. This is very fucking true.
Do I have any vault points? I should have gotten one every level, right?
Yes.
Oh, I should have...
Unless
I think
you
I only
already
ever
spent
used the
them.
ones that you gave me. No, I think I only ever got the ones that... I only ever added the ones that you gave me out
You're
of hand.
certain? Okay, I'll let you have the ones you got on level up to use now then. You'll probably need them.
Yeah, that's a part of it. I'm forgetting what all of the benefits of vault points are.
It depends on how you use it. You can use it as a reroll, or it can give you some bonuses. Alright. It can, for instance, it can give you plus 20 when doing a D100 roll, which includes the attack, the skill roll for the attack. And
Yeah,
also
okay.
Gives you plus 2 to special checks.
Oh, also, remember, Pendleton, if you're going for an arm, that means you get plus 5 critical chance bonus as well.
Alright. Oh yeah, so I'll add that in the modifier thing for the... Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I am going to re-roll that.
Alright, spending a vault point to reroll. Okay.
Yep, same modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it,
And
I
luckily,
keep
since
swapping to the
technically
wrong
a
side of my
reroll-
sheet.
And since it's technically a reroll, you don't have to reload, thank goodness.
Nope, I still miss. Alright, I'm going to do a non-targeted shot to follow that up. So I have spent a total of 4 AP as I do this one, and then another 5th AP to shoot again.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, 35.
Alright, 35. Let's see what that does to this poor sap. 35, laser is 27, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another
DT
8
minus
to
7.
Another 8 to its DT knocked off.
Alrighty.
Alright.
And I was at 5 AP with that. I spent another 2 AP, bringing me up to 7. And then I shoot again.
Go ahead.
So that's 8 AP.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss, and I'm going to use my last AP to move away a little bit. So I have some free movement, correct?
Yes, you do.
Is a range of... I keep forgetting how to double check
You can also
this.
spend a vault point to get an extra 2 free movement if you want.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about my base free movement. As I recall, was decent. I'm not really trying to get that far away. I just forget where to go to look up my base movement. God damn it.
Let's see. Alright.
Oh! AP costs -1 for laser weapons only because of start blasting.
Mm-hmm.
Where does it list the AP cost on weapons?
That
It
would
lists,
be
that would be in the
items.
items guide. Since that's a custom item, though, I believe I already gave you all of the AP costs.
So it's like base AP, then +2 to fire again. And I don't think it can be reduced below 1. Alright, so that doesn't really affect this one.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's check, Alright, free movement is detailed on page 93. Alright, let me just check, there it is. Free movement 2. Note that free movement 2 doesn't mean you can move 2 spaces. It means you have two free movement points, which are basically vault points dedicated solely to movement. So if you want to take 3 spaces per free movement point, that means you can move 6. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 6 squares you can move.
Just move back a bit.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. Jen.
The glow of the now burning tree looks wonderful on you, by the by. Anyways, it's Jen's turn, who can hear Bran Doon screaming in terror and sees that the battlefield has suddenly got a massive bonfire lit up on it.
Well, he seems to be doing okay. I'm still gonna keep going for this motherfucker's arm.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, for me, that would be a total.
Are you gonna do an aim? Are you gonna do a aim targeted attack on the arm?
Yes. Alright, so that's a total of -40, and then +5 for critical chance. There's that.
Let's see, 50, DT minus 11, that reduces it to 23. Alright, 50 minus 23. Let me just do some math. 7. Okay, so that first shot did 27 damage to the DT.
Alright, and then the 1d8 +2. +2.
Another 10 true damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then gonna do another targeted attack. At the same fucking arm.
Alright.
39 damage for DT.
And then...
At -11 DT
true.
again. Another... So 18 true damage total, and then how much damage to the
Alright.
armor? And you
Let's
keep
see.
saying DT, it's damage to DR, right?
There's both DT and DR. DT is always
Yes,
there.
but when-
DR is what gets
Yes,
lowered.
but you've been saying it as if we've been lowering the DT, which is Yeah.
No, that's not what's been happening. What
Yep,
happens
I
is
understand that's. I understand what's been happening. It's just you've been phrasing it wrong.
All right. I'll just shut up while doing my calculations there if I'm confusing you guys. My bad. All right.
No, I mean, it just sounded like I was getting confused by it, so whatever. Anywho.
Did I? Oh.
The true damage is coming in handy right now.
Alright.
Because you only just passed the 1/3 mark of getting rid of the DR.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. I believe that's all your shots.
Yeah.
Alright then. As you continue to shoot at him, and you just see how you constantly get expert shots that are like inhibiting movement of his arm. Between the cries of pain, the guy in the power armor is shouting something that now you can understand. Where the fuck is that sniper? And then he just turns
The
back.
flash hider!
Mm-hmm. The flash hider does help. Meanwhile, he just continues to take some more shots at Pendleton. All right. Pendleton's armor class, please.
35.
All right, minus 35, and I got room for 2 shots.
DT 15.
All right. So
That's
subtract
25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 25 damage. Subtract from DR first. Unless you're already out.
My DR is 0.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna hurt a lot. Let's see.
You've done a total of 50 damage to me.
Mm-hmm. How much health do you have left? I'm waiting for an answer.
I am typing it in and doing the calculations. Don't rush me. 29.
Okay. Alright, that was 2 shots from him. And now the maniac with the Ripper, who's been silent, continues to run towards Bran Doon.
He's stunned.
Oh, right, he's stunned for another round. Well, as the tree
2,
burns.
actually.
2, my bad. It was 3 rounds total. It's a mercy that he's stunned right now. Because now it's Bran Doon's turn. What's Bran Doon gonna do?
So the tree that he's stuck by is like still like it's burning up real good.
Yeah, it's burning up real good. You can even see some squirrels are jumping out of it, and some birds are flying out of it too.
Yay, nature. You're
No,
implying they didn't run the fuck away as soon as the first laser shot was fired and first sniper round was fired?
I'm implying that combat's happening pretty quickly.
Yeah, fair.
So, what's Bran Doon up to?
Gonna throw one last extra Molotov at Mr. Stuck.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Does a stunned opponent make it easier to hit?
That's what I'm actually looking up right now.
Oh, I was about to-
Conditions. Stunned. Total armor class is actually halved, so 75 over 2.
37.
Round up.
Assuming you
Yeah.
round down, 38 if you round up.
Round up, 38.
Alright, so minus 38 instead of minus 75 to your roll.
So So it is good that he's stunned right now. Now's your chance to actually get into more hits.
I didn't take mine. Hang on.
Alright, so minus 38.
Figuring things out, Ken.
Do you
I
need
thought-
me to roll for you again?
Oh no! I thought when you said the roll there, I thought you were rolling for me after I said it.
No, I'm
time.
not.
Okay. hang
Roll your damn dice. Click the thing, then click the dialogue, type -38, and then click enter, and then click enter again.
I tell you what, Bobby.
I tell you what.
Misses.
on. There we go. Yep.
This time it just sails off and hits another tree.
Does
Well, we're
that
setting
do-
the forest on fire.
Oh yes, you are starting a massive forest fire.
Good.
All right, I'm
Only
gonna.
you can cause forest fires.
We're gonna find like a Yao guy in a hat's just gonna come and finish us. All right, so Bran Doon's gonna, seeing that has not worked, he's not gonna push his luck anymore. He's gonna keep retreating, but he's gonna try to get into the other tree line.
All right.
He's gonna move 6. And gonna try to go, try to dive down into the
Mm-hmm.
to the foliage here.
Okay. And that's all.
Yep.
All right, Sir Pendleton's turn.
All right. So, what would you count one of these trees as cover, assuming they don't flank me?
Oh, the darker trees with the foliage falling down.
Namely, like
Getting
this tree
behind-
is the one I'm
Getting
looking at.
behind a tree trunk, I'll say is full cover.
Full cover. You might be being a bit too generous there.
For getting behind a tree trunk, it's no cover if you're not behind that explicit space.
No, I mean full cover means impossible to hit. You're thinking like quarter cover,
right.
half
I
cover,
might-
three-quarter cover.
Oh, I might be thinking a 3 point.
I think you have a different system. And this one, quarter cover is -25 to hit. Half cover is -50 to hit. Three-quarter cover is -75, and full cover.
-75 to hit. Sorry,
All right, so that's three-quarter cover.
3/4. My bad.
All right, I am going to use my free movement to get over here behind the tree.
All right.
Or rather, in chronological order, I am probably not going to do that first. I'm going to shoot first, then get behind the tree.
Okay.
So I have to spend 2 to reload my thing again. And fire. So I'm up to 3. No aim shot or anything, just doing this. Actually, we have a stunned gentleman.
Yes, you do. Who is easier to hit right now? But so you want to keep trying to whittle down the DR on the guy you've already been focused on, or go for the one with the easier hits?
Well, considering he's trying to chainsaw my compatriot, I'm going to try and take some of his attention off of this, so... is there an addition to crit chance on stun targets, or no? Was that listed?
In regards to that, no, does not give you a bonus to crit chance.
Alright. I will do a called shot on this guy because it's easier to hit him.
All right, total AC is halved. Go ahead,
So-
38.
So minus 38, plus the difficulty of the target... Sorry, targeted attack is what I meant to say.
And what
So
are you
targeted
targeting?
attack. I am going to attempt to target... groin. So
Ooh,
minus
I've
6...
been- I have been waiting for someone to do that.
God damn it. God damn
We've
it.
done it before. We did it to the ally.
These guys have battle cups. They don't take anything to the groin.
Well, technically, you can still get damage, but ignore targeted attack effects.
Yup.
You're a cunt. Alright,
That's why I haven't been hitting
You are
his
a cunt.
chest.
what about the head?
Yeah, the head, the hall, it's fucking... That's why I'm targeting the arms.
Alright, fair. I'll shoot this other guy's arm. For a
Alright,
minus
go ahead.
68 total instead.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't see anything about crit bonus for stun,
Yeah,
right?
it does nothing for crit bonus for stun people.
Alright.
By the by, they also have chest plates, so no active attacks to the torso
Damn.
give you anything either.
Right, that does not hit with that. I'm gonna use another roll point to reroll that. I think it's pretty urgent.
Granted, it's so low that if you use it the alternate way for plus 20 to skill checks, that would be a hit.
Yeah, it would probably be better.
That's one
I'm
hit
not.
then?
I'm not gonna do that. Actually,
Oh, you're not?
you have to declare those beforehand.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the already wounded guy with just a regular shot, so I'm up to 6 AP used.
Can I get a fucking break in?
Jesus. All right.
Can I
Reload
get
with
a fucking break here? The injured guy in power armor cries back.
Fuck you! You're the one trying to steal our truck, you bastard.
Anyway, moving back into reality, I am going to. Free movement doesn't consume AP, right?
Does not.
All right. So I actually get to take one more shot, but I leave myself having to reload next turn. Oh wait, no, I took the targeted attack. Okay, yeah. I reload. So at the beginning of next turn, I am all set, and I move behind the tree. So I'm going to move here.
There you go. And now it's Jen's turn.
All right. First things Jen is gonna do: spend 2 AP, reload. Second thing she's gonna do: spend 2 AP, focus. And then we're going to make another targeted attack towards this poor sucker's arm. He's having a bad day, and I plan to keep it that way.
Is.
There we are.
How long until his arm is unusable?
One more shot, actually.
And 5 true damage.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. Anything you can do last minute to prep for next phase, or?
Unfortunately, I do not believe so. No. No,
All right.
I don't think now. Damn.
Okay. All right. This guy's turn.
All right. Just had to put that down. And there we go. All right then. That's all for Jen.
Yep, that's all she can do this turn.
The Brotherhood Knight notices that you've gone behind a tree. He actually stops firing and grabs something from his belt. It's pineapple shaped. Armor class of Sir Pendleton, please.
35.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. Alright.
So,
35.
you take.
Minus 20.
What's the range for a throw like that as far as, like, accuracy?
The range is 60, which I believe is more than
Right.
enough.
Okay. 60 feet. Yeah, it would be in feet, not
like-
squares. He's doing a chuckster
Okay.
there.
Okay, yeah, I need to move a little more forward. Luckily, it's the only.
I will
attack
allow
can
it,
do.
Mister. I will allow it, Mr. GM.
Nah.
I'm gonna
It's-
get fucking
okay.
killed for that one.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll do it proper. 10 action points, and it's only 3 to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. All right, now you should be close enough, right?
That's 55 feet.
Perfect.
Do grenades ignore cover?
Considering the way it's tossed, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll now. Right side taking cover did cause him to change his tactics. It's 35 now becomes minus, because of the AC modifier. That minus 35 is now minus 20. Boom. Actually, let me just check something regarding cover.
I mean, there is nothing I'm seeing that says that it would adjust hit chance. I am arguably able to dodge behind the cover.
Oh.
There's nothing that
It does-
mentions explosives
cover
at
actually
least. So
does adjust hit chance penalty. And in
yeah,
this case-
it's
it
minus
does-
75. You would miss.
Yeah, it does miss. So, on the other hand, I'm fairly certain that tree is toast now.
Is it a frag grenade?
Yes.
Probably not, actually, considering how frags work.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take your
frag-
word for
Crap,
it.
The shrapnel wouldn't cut down a tree.
Okay, fair point.
If it was like a plasma grenade, hell yes, I would agree with you.
Alright, but
Or,
these are frags.
Yeah.
Note to self, bring plasma grenades next time.
Great, he really does want to kill us. Anywho,
Next round, the other Brotherhood Knight. 1, 2, 3.
Still stunned.
Oh, right.
still
stunned.
sun.
For one more turn
Uh,
after this.
It's worth noting the flames are starting to consume him now, so I'm gonna roll 1d4 for the moment. That's a little bit off
One.
his DT. There we go. Alright. Bran's turn.
Set the rest of the forest on fire, you druggie! I'm not angry at you. I'm unironically telling you to set the forest on fire. It'll help.
Yeah, he says as he's gonna use. I calculated he would have used about.
Alright, you can use your free movement plus all of your action points if you want to try running away.
No, not completely running away. He wants to get towards the edge closest to the truck.
Yeah. Once you get to the edge of the truck, it's only like one more space to actually get in. And it's another 2 action points to hop in.
Alright. He doesn't want to throw one more Molotov. But okay, yeah, if he could just get in, then he's gonna do it.
Alright, yeah, enough action points left for that. Awesome. You rush in, and you can actually see Lenny in the modified body looking at you. Despite not having a face to emote, you're fairly certain Lenny's pretty scared at the moment of what's going on. Maybe it's because of all the shots in the forest fire.
Lenny, hear me? We can we start this up? I think it's
Lenny immediately goes to start up the truck. The one who isn't stunned turns to look around. Oh, motherfucker!
Alright, cool. That's just gonna be a guy coming on a tree line. We gotta just head right at him. All the power this thing's got.
He nods, and that's where we're gonna end Bran Doon's turn to go to Sir Pendleton.
All right. I am now behind cover. I am going to lean out of cover a little bit and take a shot. I have already reloaded this turn, so this is just a shot. So
Go ahead.
all right, that misses. Reload. Do it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crit.
Yes, it is. Roll 1d10 for me. Let's see what you get.
7.
And the winner is... Dazed for 1d4 turns.
Excellent.
Oh, that should reduce his fucking
Armor
What
class
is it?
to half.
I believe that's stunned. Dazed is minus 50 hit chance and he can't
Daze
run.
gives you just a raw have minus 50. He can't. He has a minus 50 hit chance to all attacks, and you can't run.
Mm-hmm.
We
Alright,
don't
it's
get.
a
We
little
don't get.
less.
We don't get a buff to hitting him, so that's fair to point out.
He'd need to take 4 AP in order to get out of that state.
Alright, next round. Which basically means I just get one shot. Or, actually, no, I'm just gonna spend next round repositioning. But, is
Yeah.
there anything else Sir Pendleton's doing?
I fire again.
Go ahead.
Now I am up to... This is... Alright, so I'm going to fire and then reload again, and that's all of my AP.
All right.
Well, that's a good amount of damage, and I actually did hit, so minus 7 DT and 36 laser damage.
All right. 36 laser damage. 1, 27, 20, 16. All right. Subtracting 16 DR. Still have not gotten him to half health or half DR yet.
Yeah, we're working on it. That was the end of my turn.
Jen's turn.
Well, I'm going for his fucking arm.
And this time, if you hit, you will finally cripple the arm.
Alright, first hit.
Do it.
Bada boom. And +5 crit bonus.
Alright, 48
That's a
damage.
hit.
That's a hit, and you finally cripple the arm. You can hear the blood-curdling scream from all the way up here.
I'm gonna add insult to injury. I'm gonna fucking do it again.
Go ahead.
I aim for the other arm?
No, same arm.
Alright. If something's crippled and you shoot it again, does it do anything in addition?
Oh, and that's two. Alright, I need to roll the true damage as well. +2, and then so 12 total true damage.
12 total true damage, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. You're just 10 HP away from getting him to half health.
Oh.
As for the DR, give me a moment to calculate that, and then I will go into the Brotherhood's turn.
Alright, yeah, you can still keep shooting a crippled limb to deal the effect of it, but it won't, like, add any more cripple.
Yeah. So he's just gonna not be able to use that arm.
5 and 23.
So would one arm cripple make him unable to use any like the long?
Can't equip items or take any actions with the arm.
Which basically
So
means he's no longer able to use his laser rifle.
All right.
Yeah, because that's his only two-handed weapon to my knowledge. If he has like a pistol, he can pull that out and use it with his offhand. I'm not sure if like being like right-handedness or ambidexterity even matters in this system.
Huh. The DR and the health pool totally matches now. That true damage and that crit from earlier really coming in handy.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's the Brotherhood's turn. The one who just got his arm crippled immediately goes, "Fuck this! Let's get back to FOB." And he's gonna start running to the road.
Big mistake.
So, I guess we're trying to update the icons a bit. Yes, he can totally make it. Make it spending his action points. And just like that, I believe he's finally out of stun, and immediately just emerges out of the wreckage, covered in ash and slightly on fire. And that's when we turn. And that's when they hear a certain big horn beep.
Oh my fucking god.
Hong Kong, motherfuckers!
Congratulations. You hear a bit absolutely massive shattering sound as the big rig crashes into the two power armored folks. The good news is they're both clearly dead, going by how that guy's arm is currently wedged into the road, and how another guy seems to have had his legs twisted in very odd ways. More of a problem is how the front engine seems to have been totally smashed by the power armor as well.
I'll get on repairing that.
Brad, dude,
You just hear
stumbled
from
out.
like the hill. That was fucking awesome.
I think we won. this classes.
Lenny, Bran, good fucking show. You too, Pendleton, for distracting them for that long.
Yes, I know. Now get over here so we have to stop screaming. We don't want to announce our presence further.
Alright, she's gonna start coming down and coming back over there with Roxanne in tow.
Mm-hmm. So, you've got the corpses. You got 2 mangled Brotherhood of Steel corpses to deal with. And though at this point they're both laser rifles have condition marks, you now have 2 AER-9 laser rifles with 2 full
Very
my
poor
condition
condition.
cells. Yes, they're in pretty poor condition because you just ran them over, but you do it. But they each have 2 full reloads.
All right. We gathered a bunch of scrap earlier. Is the
Yes, you
truck
did.
still functional at all?
You're gonna have to examine it.
All right. I'm going to go over to that and give it an engineer's check.
And in the
Engineering?
meantime,
Minus
Jen's
50.
gonna start stripping these guys and putting their equipment into the truck.
Mm-hmm. In addition, you also gain 3 frag grenades and 2 rippers.
Are you-
Nice.
I am. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck off. I am re-rolling that with a vault point. I don't give a shit. That is too much of a slap in the face to ignore. I failed with 1 point. There we go.
There it is.
The bad news is, you'd be screwed if you didn't have appropriate gears and servos. The good news is, if you cannibalize the power armor, you will be able to. You will have just that. So no power armor for you, but you'll be able to get the truck working again. Though it's probably gonna need some repairs down the line.
I can
That's
repair it
all
if I
we
have 5
need.
pounds of metal.
That you do.
I can repair it with 5 pounds of scrap metal. Yep. It'll take an
Alright.
hour, but
You'll probably want to take the rest of the day at this point. You just got off a massive hike after all. And this.
Yeah.
And
fair.
then
Alright.
again, you may not want to take too long, because currently the whole forest is on fire.
I'm a robot. I don't care.
Yes, that's true. And since you're on the road, Bran Doon and Jen are relatively safe for the moment.
Especially if
if
they
we're
stay
s-
inside of the front, the back of the vehicle.
If we are staying in, if we're staying here for an hour for you to repair that, Jen is definitely trying to find a river and just trying desperately to put this fucking fire out. Because the park ranger in her is just going fucking haywire.
Alright, would you like to roll survival to look for something?
Sure.
Alright, minus 75, because the nearest water was back a ways. And your feet don't really have it in you to go back to your last known source.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can try. No.
You don't find it, but you do find a corpse of a Yao Guai with a park ranger hat on its head.
No! Smokey!
Do you want the spare park ranger hat?
It's like, no, I've got to bury Smokey.
Or you could just wait for the corpse to get burnt and get some Yao Guai steaks.
I know. I have half a mind to skin the guy so I can get some more Yao Guai leather. You know what? I'm probably gonna take some negative karma for this shit, but
Yes,
I do-
you will. -1.
yeah, -1. All right, I'll take that to the nose. How much Yao Guai leather do I get?
It's the average amount. This one looks like it died recently, as if it lost the will to live.
I will bury the remains afterwards. You will not be missed. You will not be put to waste, Smokey. I'm going to skin him, and then I'm going to bury his remains with his hat.
Okay, you're bearing with the hat. Never mind, you won't lose a point of karma.
All right, it evens out. It evens out. All right, let's see how. All right, you guys keep going. I'm gonna try and see where I can find how much leather I can get off this guy.
So in the background, I've done a couple of rolls. Whether or not you want to veto those is completely up to you because I did them without your prompting. But as I'm basing this on what the book said, that a penalty for repair is -25, and succeeding it heals the vehicle for a 1d10 plus 10. So I rolled a successful engineering skill, and I healed it for, if you take it, 15 health.
I will say that, considering how it went, I will say that that was enough to bring it back to max health. Granted, it helps that you're cannibalizing TD45D for this.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be able to wear it anyways since we'd need power armor training in order to do so.
The only thing I'm remiss about is the fact that it could have been sold, but
That's true.
we do have the 2 laser rifles, which might help.
Even if they're at half condition.
I feel like
That's
selling
good.
it would have put a target on our back potentially either, because it's only not really many ways you can come across that.
Also got 3 frag grenades and 2 rippers.
Bran Doon will take the frag grenades. He's probably seen 1 or 2 of these before, and thinks he could probably throw them pretty well.
What are you gonna do with the rippers?
What's a ripper compared to a buzzsaw?
I'm fairly certain the ripper is better. Don't quote me on that, though.
That's sort of what I'm assuming, and I would like to replace my buzzsaw if so.
Buzzsaw is 2d plus 6 plus 5.
Alright, and I'm gonna roll for how much Yaogwai leather we got out of this bitch.
Go ahead.
Husky, 7.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Alright, so. Is that enough? That might be enough.
Yes. You go ahead and check. Anyways, the Ripper, it does do greater damage. I'll let you look it up and input it yourself.
All right.
But congratulations. You are going to be doing some extra damage. So enjoy. Let's see. This takes a bit of time, to say the least. You're pretty much not ready to go until it's night. But finally, at long last, you're ready to get going again.
Hey.
One last thing before we leave that I want to check on their corpses.
Sure.
Do they have any radio communication equipment?
There was in their helmet. Unfortunately, to get the truck repaired, you had to cannibalize them.
All right.
But something to grab next time.
All right.
If I hadn't made that Ursa hood, I would have been able to make a coat.
You snooze, you lose. Deal with it.
Yeah, we'll find another one, I'm sure.
Nevertheless. So, how do you guys want to go back to Poorland?
Avoiding that bullshit.
Gonna go back across the Cascades again, or do you want to try the direct route?
I think we're on their shit list already. I don't think we need to do that.
You sure about that?
You aren't going to be able to, are you sure about that, us straight into a Brotherhood base. I'm sorry. Whatever's
Doesn't mean I
on
won't
this,
try.
Yeah, whatever's on this path is probably going to be better than fighting more of those fucking guys.
Alright. Nevertheless, it's... how long a drive that is? Oh.
And that was just a night. If we ran into a fucking paladin, we wouldn't have made it.
I need to start collecting refined metal, and scrap electronics and shit. Because there's nice stuff I can do.
how many miles per hour are you guys going to be traveling again?
What's the speed limit? Whatever the speed limit is, plus 10.
Because we're Americans.
Which
Straight.
doesn't mean much nowadays. Nevertheless, I'm gonna have to let me just look up the miles per hour of your guys' big rig. Deals list. All right. Let's see. Whose was it attached to again? Was it on Jen or Bran? It was on nobody. All right, something to discuss later. Heavy truck. 12-gallon engine. And that means when I check I have to check the engine to check the speed. Apologies for the silence. In fairness, it fits what everyone's feeling right now as you slowly drive eastwards. There it is, engines. Alright. Let's see. Okay, the good news is you can be back in the areas of the Inland Empire by tomorrow.
Bad news?
It's probably covered in fucking Brotherhood of Steel at this point.
No. The bad news is it's back through the Inland Empire.
Well,
And you remember that town you guys passed through on your way here?
yeah.
You're also gonna end up passing through it unless you want to take your time to drive around. Which is gonna add another day to your travels coming back. So,
I am currently in the mindset of better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
alright. You spend an extra day to go around and make sure
we're-
that that town that you didn't pull a fast one on doesn't realize the truth.
And we're going to... At some point, we're going to have to drop by that raider little thing and grab up all that scrap, because I need that shit.
By that what?
We had a bunch of scrap metal that we left behind to pick up with the truck later.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get that.
Can you click where that is along your route?
It was wherever the fucking
Dang it.
raider camp was.
Oh, you guys grabbed it on your way then. No problem. You got all the scrap.
All right, give me an amount of scrap metal and other scrap supplies later on.
I'll give it to you now. /R 1T12. 10 scrap metal and 10 scrap wood and 5 scrap electronics.
10, 10, 5. All right, I'll jot that there, down in my inventory because I'm paying
right.
attention to that.
You spend another day to go around, putting it the 18th. And it's gonna be about the 19th by the time you get back to the Cascades again. It was October 17th when you guys left, for reference. Alright, so that's 2 days have passed, and it's gonna be day 3 by the time you get back to Portland. Good news is there's no problem. You stop at the tolls, you pay. You guys want to talk to the guards about anything?
Lovely, lovely.
weather we're having, isn't it? It's as abysmal as usual.
Currently, it's raining pretty heavily. But this time it's not radioactive. The guard who's holding an umbrella and is wearing a poncho just shrugs. Yeah, it could be worse. So, how's your business out in the Inland Empire?
It worked very well, thank you very much.
Good to hear. Say, I heard you guys were starting up a brewing business down in
yes.
Salem?
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
oh, neat. Hope it goes well for y'all.
Where did you hear word of that, by chance?
A little bit of words coming around about some brewing company driving around in a truck. There's some questions about how you're acquiring your capital. Like, apparently you had a bunch of Nubis ingredients that you brought in from out east?
Yeah,
Yes, that is a company secret.
I'm sure it is. Well, just go ahead and pay the toll, and you'll be free to go. What happened to your truck, by the way, out there? It looks a little more scuffed up.
We hit a Yaguai.
Damn.
Yes. Luckily, the leather will work very well. After all, one of my compatriots has already gotten a nice little hood from it.
Oh, neat. I was wondering what that was. Nice job. Well, y'all take care.
Thank you very much. Have a great one.
And I assume you're paying 5 tabs for the toll?
Alright, that would be... Who's carrying our tabs again?
That would be Bran.
Yep.
Yeah, so subtract 5.
Okay. Alright, go ahead. Well, it's sometime on the 19th when you guys get back. Get back to Poorland. So, I gotta ask, what's your first order of business in Poorland?
Bran Doon.
We gotta go see the mayor, right?
You sure you don't want to stop for burgers?
My first matter of is to interrupt everyone real quick as we reach the border and turn to Jen. Jen,
Hmm? Besides that sniper scope of yours, do you have any means of surveying the scene, like binoculars or something?
Still got, I mean, the sniper scope I've still got. I believe I still have my binos. Yeah, I got them here.
Alright, would you mind surveying the town and make sure it's not already overrun by those creeps at the Brotherhood of Steel?
I'm pretty sure it already was the last time we were here.
I mean more so.
Alright.
Especially considering we've just murdered 2 of their own, I would rather make sure.
and I'm not announcing this very loudly for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'll do that. I'll pull out my binos, see if I can scope around. Any penalty?
I'm gonna make this a perception -2.
Alright, well that's perfect, because my binos have +2.
Great.
Alright. 8.
And the answer is there's about as much Brotherhood of Steel here now as there was last time. That is to say there are plenty here in force, but the fact is, Poorland still has its own militia and police, and they're still operating and doing their thing. It's clear that the Brotherhood at this point, if they wanted to move, they could, but they really don't have any reason to right now. So don't give them one.
Looks like Poorland still has their own militia and police, but Brotherhood's sticking around just like they were before. No more, no less. Still be careful, though. I'm having a feeling we're starting to gain a reputation.
You don't say.
I mean, we're not exactly the most inconspicuous crew. A ghoul, a pre-war ghoul, a Mr. Handy, a tribal, and a jacked pit bull.
Lenny turns to look at you.
Oh, what
The
model
best
are
damn truck driver this side of the USA.
you? And that's the damn truth.
So, you guys gonna visit the mall, just go to City Hall, grab some burgers, maybe finally check out the Pleasure Palace?
Before we buy anything, kind of want to warn you guys, we're pretty low on our tabs. He would hold up his hand on. He has like 2 tabs on a finger each.
Shit.
We may need
so
to
you
acquire another. Considering that we just did a job for them, we may go back to the main hall and see if we can get a meeting outside of the wiretapped room.
Yeah, and I could always make some more Yaoguai hoods, or Ursa hoods, and sell those. They should make a pretty penny. Worst case
We'll have
scenario,
to see.
you know.
Yeah, could work.
But yeah, I guess we should head to the mayor's office first then.
Okay. Mayor's office first.
You folks want me to guard the truck? Since it's starting to get a little bit more iffy if we can leave this thing alone.
Letty just looks at you again.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yes, that's the question. Lenny, what happened there? Did they take you by surprise?
It takes a few moments before he responds. I pretended to be powered down. It was safer that way. They were looking for trespassers across the Cascades.
Ah, so you directly ignored my suggestion of driving the fuck away.
It was hard. It's hard to drive away when they're already there.
If you run into them inspecting your vehicle again, you have my full permission to just run them over.
I honestly didn't think of that.
Well, now you know. Anywho, moving along.
Pendleton is going to return to talking with the group.
One thing we may want to consider is getting ourselves some additional muscle, see if we can find anyone that we can trust to guard the vehicle alongside Lenny. Especially considering we're getting more and more of a reputation for this.
You think after they'll
I
have
don't know what
some...
to tell you, Pendleton. I'm not exactly a people person.
Why?
Alright.
That's why it's my job. The problem is we need to find someone to trust.
That is the
It seems
issue.
you had forgotten a conversation with the mayor, who said he was gonna make sure to have a representative come with you guys back east.
That's right. He was gonna bring a security guard or a police officer with us.
Militia member.
Huh.
But
So we've got that.
in that respect, if we want to hire our own personal defense, we would have to use money. So for now, we should rely on what the mayor offered us.
Yeah. Once we get to the Blackfoot Confederacy to talk to them about it, I'm sure a few of them will be willing to tag along.
Quite. But shall we go meet the mayor then?
Yep. Don't see any reason why not.
All right. As we're coming back into the city, I'm going to turn on the radio station and make sure there's no
Alright.
obvious news that's going to be a red flag for us as we're coming back in.
I want it that way.
Really?
Tell me why.
Nevertheless, once it actually turns back to news, they're just given a warning not to antagonize the Brotherhood of Steel. They don't intend to take over unless they unless they force the hand. That's at least what the radio got me saying.
That is at least in no way reassuring.
Other things of note is how trade on the Willamette River is going on an all-time high, and how that now that they finally started opening ferries up and down river, people will be traveling to and from Ufield a lot easier soon. There's also warnings about the fall harvest coming in, and how it's going to be ending soon, and hopefully everyone will be ready for winter.
The usual dribble. But at least there's nothing to be super worried about.
Fate's flowing. Good.
And finally, Lee the jockey wishes everyone a good night before saying he'll put on a classic track. That classic track involves riding on rockets and feeling so satisfied.
Click.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so still going to City Hall, I imagine?
Yeah.
Alright. Sure enough, the secretary's out front. When you guys park and head inside. And there is parking in the parking lot, mercifully, that fits your truck still. Oh, hello. You're back. Took you a little bit, but it's all within schedule. How was Washington?
Inviting.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Really, I heard some story. I remember growing up that north of the river was fairly nice, but it's a bit difficult to go up there right now since, well, the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't want us to. The mayor's actually
yes,
speaking
it
to a
is
representative right now.
Come again?
Yeah, the mayor's speaking to a representative of the Brotherhood of Steel right now.
Ah, I see. We shall move along and come back at another time when nobody from the Brotherhood of Steel is here.
That's when you see that's when you, right as you say that, however, the universe really proves that it hates you.
Thank you, voice in my head, for proving that you hate me.
Mm-hmm. Because out comes the mayor, whose token I'll have to reuse because I accidentally deleted it off Roll20. And a figure in T51B power armor. The figure stops to look at your group and says nothing and just walks out. Though he does turn back to the mayor. We will speak about them later. And with that, he just stomps out the front door.
Fuck that guy, whatever he said.
I wouldn't mess around with them. Tell me, do you know about the rank structure of the Brotherhood of Steel?
I
No.
have to say I do.
I'm not even sure who's actually in charge here, but that's the highest rank I've heard, apparently. But that guy's the highest rank I've heard, apparently. Sentinel. My advice,
Goody.
don't mess with Sentinel Lions. It's probably going to end poorly. Anyways, how was Washington?
Not much
Inviting.
to see.
Alright. Here. Well, to celebrate your return, I got you a good bottle of wine available. Why not head up to my office to celebrate?
Yeah.
Sure.
And is there any chance we might talk outside for a little while instead? The weather is lovely.
He says as it's still raining.
No.
Oh, come on now.
I'm telling you, no. Come on.
Let's just go.
Is everyone else as dense as they seem to be?
And I kind of like lean into Pendleton and just kind of very, very quietly, just enough so his sensors can pick it up. We can't tell him anyways. Remember the deal we made?
That doesn't mean that I want the Brotherhood of Steel to continue to listen in on us.
Hey, we could
Fair enough, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Wouldn't be fucking mayor. if he
Can I
didn't.
do an inside check on the mayor to see if he's paying attention?
You're totally welcome to do insight.
Bran Doon,
I mean, mostly because it's fairly obvious the mayor is paying attention to you guys. The insight is just for extra details into him.
Alright, 69, nice.
Very nice. Yeah, it's clear that it's clear that he's looking out for Portland first. It's just a question of if you guys are better a help to Portland, or if turning you over would help the city better. But he is looking out for his people first. You can't fault him for that.
Fair.
Well, then let us move along to your meeting. Your office. Have you redecorated since last time we were here?
Well, you weren't in my office last time. You were just in a meeting room.
Oh, that was a meeting room. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dedicated for visitors. And once you're all inside, he shuts the door. He says, "Okay, I just managed to clear out the last of the bugs. I know what you guys are really planning. Let me tell you this. Unless you can guarantee me absolutely that Portland will not be burnt to the ground next spring, give up and just get out. Leave. Do whatever. Just... Look, I can keep the Brotherhood from making things worse, but if you can get them gone, that's fine. But I swear to God, if you ruin Cascadia, with what you have planned, well, you can use your imagination. Have I made myself clear?
We're not
Quite,
for destroying lands. I can assure you that.
No, that's what the Brotherhood of Steel told me. And you know what? And have you heard of what they've been up to in Seattle?
I heard something about
Probably
artillery.
bad things.
They call it Sentinel Lines there called it saving others. I call it slavery.
He is delusional.
History really is repeating itself.
Why?
Yeah,
Wait a
always.
minute. You
Conqueror
said
mongers.
slavery.
That's what I think. That's what it sounds like to me. They didn't have a choice to do work for them.
Oh, lovely. Alright, now I have a moral reason to oppose them. Beyond them being assholes.
Yeah. You know, growing up, I thought we'd be expanding north of the river, and we did for a time. And then to keep the Brotherhood of Peace, we basically got pushed back across to Columbia.
Well, let's make that dream a reality again eventually. But for now, we will continue our own musing. I will not interfere anymore with Portland more than I need to avoid causing you undue stress.
Okay, but to reiterate, if what you're planning harms Portland, you will not survive it.
Trust me,
Quite.
we are well aware of that. We're going after the Brotherhood, not you guys.
Good intentions can always go sour.
Oh, yes. But you know what? The quality of life for your people would be a lot better if they weren't in continuous impending threat of enslavement.
Well, certainly taxes have increased as of late, because they've requested our assistance, which I don't appreciate.
Ah, yes. You see, they start with the taxes and all the well-meanings, and then eventually they'll start pushing you aside, murder everyone that doesn't follow their whim, and take over anyway. You may think you're at a passive peace at the moment already, but it's not going to work.
I know my history. I know how many raiders Cascadia had in the early days after the Great War, and I know I don't want to be living in a similar time again.
Yes, quite. So, our musings against the Brotherhood of Steel should be aligned with your own interests of protecting Portland. But until such a time as we need anything, if you even are still willing at such a point, considering everything involved, we will avoid involving Portland in any of our concoction schemes.
Likewise, you will expect zero official support in this capacity until things are totally out in the open and I see where you stand. Okay?
Except for the ambassador that you already promised us to bring over the East.
I promised that was a trade deal. This is different.
Excellent.
You're
Yes.
discussing war here.
Yes, I understand.
By the way, I'd like to ask, do they have any intentions of going east?
None that I know of. I mean, I do know they do some business east in the Inland Empire, and I know that their headquarters is somewhere south in California. But I don't understand this organization in the slightest. What's their logistics? How many people are there? They're just a complete unknown who kicked in the door one day, and they've given me a headache since. It makes me need a drink. And speaking of drinks, I've heard you opened up a brewery.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Word is spreading quite quickly. What venues did you hear this information from?
Simple. You guys did everything legally. You're all on the books. I just asked them.
Ah,
I just looked up your names and found you under the deeds.
I see. You were probably doing some form of background check in the first place, anyway. That makes sense.
So, that is the only reason I'm entertaining the notion is because you're investing in Portland and Cascadia as a whole.
Yes.
What do you intend to do if this is all successful? Go in and run a successful business and settle down within our limits?
I do believe that's my intention.
Yeah, same.
I was thinking no offense, I do love this place, but I'm already feeling a little homesick. I'm probably gonna be heading back east to the Blackfoot Confederacy.
The who?
The guys
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're going out to meet shortly.
Wait, I thought the tribe that you were sending this stuff to was was the Blackfoot, or is it somebody else?
Blackfoot
that'd
is
be
my friends. The Snake Rivers is Bran's.
Yeah.
Are they both coming here?
I mean, if everything goes,
We're negotiating for assistance from both tribes, yes.
yeah. Once he got a spider problem to take care of, I don't know. Some of my people, I'll tell them some cool stuff we saw. Might come by.
All right.
But I think,
Yes.
if everything goes good with some big bugs.
To be fair, the Blackfoot, from the sounds of it, are more militaristically capable, and Bran Doon's tribe is currently dealing with avoiding being murdered by giant ravenous spiders, so...
Yeah.
That is fair.
So, if everything goes well with said spiders, they probably stay there mostly.
Consider it a domino effect of good deeds.
I see. Now, as for Mount St. Helens,
Yes. Nothing new, nothing to speak of. That's nothing about you to speak of up there.
so Mount St. Helens, how was it?
It was a very difficult hike, I'll tell you that much.
Yes, Bran Doon, show me your... Actually, don't show me your scars, please.
Pendleton has good caution, but yeah, you can use your imagination. It was pretty cool, pretty rough.
So, what are your conclusions of that area?
Pretty cool, pretty rough. And I imagine there's a lot of space. Brother could probably just start building stuff up in.
Have you encountered
Everything that we did come across up there was of no value whatsoever.
All right.
Just a raider camp that we cleared out a little bit down the road.
Okay, so
They-
just raiders.
Yep,
Would be-
just
would
more
be-
raiders.
Would be such lovely property if we got, if the Brotherhood would let us expand north again.
Oh, and the worst thing of all, our truck ran into a Yaogwai and got a big old dent that I had to repair. That was lovely.
You see Jen Smokey.
Who's Smokey?
We did that we gave a burial to. She decided to name it.
Why Smokey?
It's a long pre-war story.
Okay.
Consider
Well,
it
that's
just
all-
the name of a pre-war mascot of a sort, and leave it at that.
Alright then, that's all I'm interested in. I'm going to continue to put together the supplies. I recommend you leave your trailer here, here, but you're welcome to, of course, drive down to your business in Salem and do what business you need to. What day do you plan to depart back east?
What is your
ASAP.
ETA for this? Yes, what is your ETA for how long the supplies will take to load?
Oh, we'll probably have it done in probably another couple of days. At this point,
Okay.
at this point, it's on you when you guys want to head out.
I have something I would like to do before we move along, first, but, other than that, I don't need the trailer for it, so we will be back within those couple of days.
Take your time.
And from personal experience in this town, who would you say would be the best engineer around?
Well, since you got a vehicle, I just say to go down to U Field for engineering specialty.
All right, that's a fair enough
for
one.
a tax network as of late.
Fair.
As a
All
matter
right,
of
thank you
fact-
very much.
As a matter of fact, if you'd like some subsidies for your business, perhaps you could do me a favor down in U Field.
Oh?
The mayor smiles at this. How would you like to be able to convince the leader of the militia in U Field to start taking pay from us?
Are we talking under the table kind of pay or official?
Official, of course.
I'll buy the box. I am totally fine with that.
Yeah, that should be right up your alley, Pendleton.
Look,
What's stopping him so far?
fail. Don't expect any punishment. Do what you can. I understand if it doesn't work out. I've been trying for years now. Succeed, well, you'll get some subsidies for your business. Good job using the legal system by the by to get an employee and guards automatically.
We don't plan to mistreat her. Slavery is not in my nature. Eventually she might become, very much a manager.
Oh. Well, we'll see what happens then. My opinion, they never learn. But if I'm proven wrong, so be it.
Look, if I don't offer to give other people a second chance, I'm quite the hypocrite, considering I lived with bandits for numerous years, and now I'm here. Who do you think painted a mustache on me?
An immature child?
Raiders.
Fair point.
Same
Alright.
thing, actually.
Not really. No.
Mature children with guns, if I would be concerned, but...
Now then,
Anywho.
gentlemen, lady, I have other business to attend to at this point. I hope you enjoyed the walk.
I have one last question before we leave.
Say it.
You happen to have any, we are looking for additional scrap metal and such to do on-the-job repairs, and also build up the houses over at the estate. Do you have any scrapyard or anything that is currently, open to business?
Just go into the outskirts of the city. As you may have noticed driving in, a lot of it is actually abandoned and left to just decay. Until we get around to it, so it's just finders keepers out there.
Ah, very well.
And since you got a vehicle, I especially recommend going into old city suburbs.
Yes, that might be a good idea. Alright, that was my last question, but it has been a lovely conversation.
Okay. What should I call your organization?
Oh, we haven't really thought too much about that, have we?
Pendleton turns to the rest of the party and sort of just like,
Considering it was mostly your idea, would you like to take... I feel like O'Connor's would be a very fitting name for a brewery, even if you don't stick around.
O'Connor? Yeah, alright.
Any objections, Brad?
Nah, no, I like it.
Well, Connor sounds like a fitting name, though I feel like you need to serve some greasy fried food as well. And some other alcohol.
We'll eventually get to that, but we have to start somewhere now, don't we?
True enough. Portland started with nothing and now we're here. Just don't
Very
want
much
us to
so.
bring us back to nothing.
If anything, we're hoping to help you expand, but anywho. Moving along, we will be on our way and let you to your business.
Indeed. Thank you, O'Connors. I bid you a good day and a good night.
Farewell.
And Pendleton moves out of the room. As we all get like outside of the building and back to the truck, assuming nothing else happens in the interim.
There is a figure in T-51B power armor waiting for you guys right at the front doors.
Hello.
On our way.
Stop.
For what reason?
I said so.
That's not a good enough reason. Goodbye. I am no one's slave.
And I wasn't intending to make you a slave.
Then give us a better reason as to why you're stopping me.
Let me make this clear, he says as he
Let me make this clear before you get into any of your driveling. I am not going to fall for any of your intimidation tactics. I lived with raiders for numerous years, so if you want to talk to me, you talk to me as if I am an equal, not a lesser being. Do you understand me, sir? I would like to make some form of like charm or something check if you'll allow me.
That's gonna be intimidation, to be honest.
All right.
No modifier though, because it was super good.
I'm going to use my last fall point to reroll that.
Okay.
Oh.
Come on, fucking! I should have just used the 20, but I keep forgetting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sentinel Lions just looks at you. You have 24 hours. After that, you will be deemed shoot on sight, no matter where you are.
And
For what reason? We run a brewery. We have done business here.
You've done more than that besides. You haven't been keeping a low profile, I hope, correct?
Yes, and what evidence do you have of anything other than brewing beer?
A few things.
List them. Bring us to a court of law.
You have 24 hours. Next time I see you, robot, you'll be scrap metal. You will be dead, he says, pointing at Jen, and you will be brought in for questioning.
Oh, consideration cool, I guess.
What even is your business here?
The survival of the human race. But you aren't.
Yes.
And with that, Sentinel Alliance walks off.
You're a bit. Moving along, back to the truck.
I think we should talk to our friend and tell him we need to go today.
Right, sir.
Pendleton knocks back on the turns around, goes back, knocks on the office door.
Alright, no need to since the front door's unlocked and open. And the secretary, of course, is there. Can I help you?
We're still in the building. He was at the front door. I'm going back to the office.
Okay. Okay, rushing back through the office.
Yeah, we're bypassing her and going straight to him.
Hey, what are you?
It's important.
Important business. We have one follow-up question. Won't mind me.
She just shakes her head.
Knock, knock, knock.
Door was actually unlocked.
Oh, yes, but it's rude to just barge in. We knock.
Come in.
Please.
Oh, sir. It does appear that those Brotherhood of Steel have given us an ultimatum. We have 24 hours, or else they'll start shooting us on sight.
Get out of town, get down to Salem. I know they're not there. I'll do my best to delay, and I'll take the truck with you. It's gonna take some time to ferry everything down, but I will. That being said, they catch you, I do nothing. I deny all.
You are a third party neutral to this situation. I totally understand. I thought I'd at least give you the forewarning about this. We'll bring our truck down to Salem.
Do so.
Sorry to barge in again about this, but I felt that was urgent enough to warrant it.
And it was. Thank you.
Ta-ta!
So, it's gonna take another 5 days for them to get everything down to Salem for you.
Well, looks like we're not going to be able to see that pleasure prowess. Oh, darn.
Yes, I am absolutely furious about that.
Wow, it's almost like the GM is the reason why we didn't have anything, Mr. Voice and I. Why we didn't have enough time to do so.
Nah,
Would I be able
find it
to...
funny.
Excuse me, Mr. Voice and I, I'm not the one who gave us a 24-hour ultimatum.
Anywho.
Would it be possible for me to, like, just take, like, whatever time we're staying here to at least check it out, since everybody's talking about it?
You don't have
Might
to
as well
go there, though. You don't have to. If you just want to keep it a running gag, you are welcome to. Besides, when you return to Portland, you'll certainly get an opportunity.
Yeah, we'll do that. And if we do, it's probably not going to be on the air. Let's be honest here. With a name like that.
Oh, yes, yeah. Anywho, moving along, we're gonna head back down towards Salem and just get the fuck out of Dodge.
That you will. Huh. Well, that was interesting to say the least. The good news is it's the middle of the night when you get back to Salem. So, how you guys gonna spend the night? Just sleeping in the truck, or are you gonna wake the guards and Lily up at a terrible odd hour?
I mean, we don't have enough to stay at an inn. We don't have any extra bedding for ourselves. Just stay in the truck, I would say, but that's up to you guys. I'm the one who doesn't need sleep, so I'm gonna leave it to them two to decide.
I'm good with that. As long as I'm not taking any fatigue from it.
You're not. It's worth noting that when the truck pulls up, one of the guards is awake as he walks out. Hey, welcome back. How was business?
Notably interesting.
Yeah.
Neat.
We are not allowed to go back to Portland for the time being, at least at the behest of the Brotherhood of Steel, whose opinion I wish I could just ignore.
Yeah, but it's a bit hard to. Alright then, well, I gotta keep on watching, so... No time for small talk, badly.
How is she doing, by the way, real quick?
You just asking that because you have to, or are you genuinely curious?
Both!
Yeah, she ain't half bad, honestly. Well, honestly, doing the work okay. She's tried to sneak off a few times, but I stopped her before we legally had to actually, do anything worse.
Yes. Well, we shall sleep in the truck and we'll bug them later. When it's not pitch dark.
Totally fair.
Alright, have a pleasant watch.
Alright, fast forwarding to the next morning, and now naming the brewery to O'Connor's. Congratulations, guys, on the name.
Ooh.
You just need to put a big sign together. Find some scrap, maybe a board or something. Have a cool looking sign.
I mean, I have some wood. I can just get that together and,
There's also you can also get some paint in the center of town if you need it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
Alright, so I wanted to, briefly discuss what I was thinking the whole entire time just before we go to sleep with the other two about what I was getting on about with all the scrap metal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I hate this thing sometimes. Sorry about that. So I turned to Jen and Bran, and basically, Sir Pendleton addresses them as such.
I just want to run this past you, but I don't feel there will be too much of an objection to it, considering previous circumstances. What I was thinking we would do is we would find an engineer to assist me in making the front of our truck a fucking ram.
Yeah. That might be a good idea.
Reinforce the
Maybe-
bitch.
Ooh, yeah, something to be so we can clear obstacles. Easy.
Ah, yes. As the kids would say, we are going to Mad Max this bitch. But that was my entire reason for the prodding earlier, in case you were wondering.
I mean, I'm all for it. How about you, Bran?
Yeah, that's pretty kick ass. And I mean, if well, yeah, if we ever run into a situation like that again, it'll help a lot. Heck, maybe it'll give me be able to knock debris aside.
Yes, very much so. Not having to repair it like I had to do again. Next time if we run over some armor, we might get to keep it.
True, true.
Anywho, that's about all that I wanted to address with you about that.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Only issue is paying them.
A little. I've worked smithing stuff together and stuff back home. If it helps us reduce the cost or anything, I can see what I can do.
It is definitely cheaper to just buy materials and make it yourself.
We'll have to find some odd jobs around Salem for the next 5 days to earn some tabs in order to pay for material. After all, I only have so much scrap metal and wood from previous endeavors.
Though,
Well-
speaking of tabs, you certainly got something interesting to check up on in the morning.
Oh yeah, we've got a business.
It's almost like it's the place you literally parked next to.
Yeah.
Yes, business has been very poor, and now we are 2,000 tabs in debt. Thank you very much.
That's like half what I'm expecting. It's just gonna be like, it hasn't really turned a profit yet.
We've actually got a roll for it, and there's a roll for it.
There is.
Ah.
There is. There's an entire section related to mechanics of owning a business and a house.
All right.
Which of course we will now do. Okay.
Considering it's mostly Jen's idea, I believe that you should be the one to have the honor of rolling for that.
All right, where am I rolling again? Kiddo?
All right. Let me check. I believe it's in the overseer's guide.
All right.
Oh, Joe.
Yep, it was in the overseer's guide.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Go ahead and oh, okay. Go ahead and roll 1d100.
All right. Uh. Uh.
If I know that correctly, the business we must pay 50% of the maintenance cost.
68. Not as nice as I'd hoped. But yes, you must pay half maintenance cost.
Which for a small business like this is 60, so we owe 30 tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
I'm gonna get on
There is
making this
something
Hookway then.
interesting something interesting does happen, however.
Oh.
You got one business at your business gaining upkeep already. You only have to pay. Oh, right, there we go. Yeah, you do. Yeah, what Trisky said was all correct.
Well, I'm gonna get started on making this Yaogwai leather into hoods so we can not be in debt.
Go ahead.
All right.
That's what you're going to spend. Okay, that's what you're going to spend October 20th doing. What
Pretty
is?
much.
All right then. What are Pendleton and Bran up to?
If there's nothing, if we can't really buy supplies or anything just yet, Bran Doon's gonna just light up Anubis and just hang around. Unless
Great. So Jen's working, and Bran is just smoking pot. Lovely.
Pendleton is going to probably check in on our worker.
Speaking of Lily, that's actually easy enough to do, because after of course, everyone says hello in the morning, she notices Bran striking up a joint, and she just looks at it. You mind if I have some?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
She ends up taking a toke and and it's clear she's just absolutely needed this.
Oh, the temptation to shoot it out of her fucking mouth.
A few days, huh?
Yeah, it's been a bit difficult, but it's quiet at night when sleeping, bugs aside. And we are selling, even if it's not making enough money yet. Part of the issue probably is that this isn't a full-blown bar, so we can't get people hopped on the boats stopping over yet properly. It's just going to other businesses.
Oh. You know, I found a book about it was like bars, dives. I don't know if it's like a bar underwater, and diners. I got some ideas. We could get something like that going. We'll bring in the bucks.
Sure. Let's go over them, I guess. I can't exactly do anything else right now. She just takes another puff, and then when she sees Jen's nearby, just immediately blows a Anubis smoke breaking towards her.
Sleep tight. As she just walks away and continues working.
Yeah, she shudders and goes back to being very careful with what she says as she goes over with Bran Doon some ideas about the business. Really, the big issue is just expanding it. At the end of the day, if you want to actually house people at a proper bar, that's going to mean a business expansion.
Alright, well, we'll need a few tabs before that.
Which basically means you'd need another 6,000 tabs.
Ooh. Hey, we could pull it off. We'll start selling some stuff here, see if maybe we can spread word, and see what some of us do on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, well, that'll be an idea. I think it's first work on the sign. And get the stuff out there.
Alright then, we'll see what happens. So, Bran Doon, what do you plan to do once... I assume you're going back to your people eventually? What's the plan for the business then? Is it going to Pendleton?
Well, like, I'd visit and stuff, but I'd hang out here a bit. Man, I know, like, even when I was over there, I just kind of would, wander around, little town to town.
So it wasn't really your home, is what you're telling me.
Now you put it that way, maybe. Just kind of like, the land was kind of the home, but, I don't know, there's, like, land here, too.
Interesting.
It's like,
Alright, and thus it continues. Is Pendleton doing anything else today?
Pendleton isn't really doing much of anything else. No, he was going like walk in and check. Actually, so for furnishing of the place, is there any way that I could do some basic engineering to try and make some more accommodating furniture with
It's
some of those
probably closer to
scrap?
blacksmithing, of all things, for making furniture.
All right.
Oh yeah, at
I am
some
not as
point,
good.
Jen would be like, "Oh hey, Pendleton, come over here. I got something for you."
Oh, what is it?
Loads over.
First one I wasn't planning to sell. I was planning to give it to you, and he just plops a Ursa hood on your head.
Ew. You know, this is a lot more comfortable than that broken spindler hat.
Yeah, and it's just as intimidating. I thought you'd like it.
Excellent. I have nothing to offer in exchange as a gift.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna sell this next one, and then the next one that I make tomorrow is gonna be my own. We'll all have matching hoods.
Ah, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
So you'd be wearing that hood instead of your park ranger hat?
The next one I make, yeah.
Okay. Alright, and that continues if you guys got nothing else you want to do. Sure enough, the next morning on October 21st, the falling leaves and the colors are now in full swing. Swing as a barge pulls up, powered by a steamship paddle.
Nice.
It's got your first load of supplies.
Nice.
Hi.
Alright.
I believe that we were told that you didn't have a name for this business. Was O'Connor's just recently added?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here,
Yes, we just decided on it.
delivery from downriver. Go. We'll go ahead and load up in the truck, I presume.
Yes,
Yep.
quite.
Sure thing. And just like that, you guys don't have to worry about loading. And they leave later that day. So, what you spending this day on?
Crafting more hoods.
Okay, go ahead, Pendleton.
Alright.
I am going to attempt to build the basics of a new engineering would be for homes and such, right?
It would be, yeah, yes.
Alright, first things first, I would like to make sure that,
Depends on what you're
There
making
aren't-
the home out of, really.
Well, mainly I'm going to get some of the wood from the truck and see if I can, like...
I mean, if it's just hammering nails, it's definitely more blacksmith, I'll say that much. That's at least how
I mean, an engineer is the kind of person you have build a house, and not a blacksmith,
Alright.
I would argue.
And tell you... Alright then, I'll give you the floor plan expansion, because that's clear what you're going for, but no furniture, okay?
Alright, so it's unfurnished floor plan.
Uh-huh.
That I can do.
Alright, so how much materials are you spending, and how much are you expanding?
I would say I have no other use for the wood personally for most of my things, so I'm going to use all 10 of my wood.
Alright. Let me see how much bigger it's getting. You're growing a tiny business. It's going to a small business. Time limit 64 hours.
You have like 5 days total, yeah.
Yeah. That's basically what you're going to be spending all time doing. And you're going to need more wood. The good news is, there's plenty of wood and... there's plenty of forest and trees out here to get more lumber.
I am going to approach Bran Doon and be like, would you mind
taking this ripper and cutting down some trees for me?
Yeah, I could try one of these things out. He gives it like a test war, but like almost drops his darling itself. Yeah.
Well,
It moves very quick.
Wait, I've seen those before.
Yeah.
Don't bother talking about it.
Jen just looks over and she says, "No, you didn't."
No, I have. Those Brotherhood of Steel people carry.
No, you didn't. You've never seen this before.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, you didn't. If you catch my drift.
It's a really messed up place.
Okay. Then she just grins. But don't treat yourselves as better than me. You're only luckier.
It's like she just immediately just pulls out the Colt, clicks it, and just points it directly at her. You want to repeat that? I don't think I heard you correctly.
Hey, chill out, lady. One of the guards says.
Yeah. She puts it back.
Seriously, do I need to actually go through with an arrest? You do realize I gotta report this, right?
Ah, shit.
Hey, well, cool.
How about
here.
you daren't this one time for a free beer?
Tempers, yeah. Tempers flare. Have a beer.
Make
over
it 5 beers. Beers to get me through the whole
Done.
week.
Yeah.
All right, but next time I see it happening, it's going straight to arrest. Got it?
Eh,
Sure thing.
isn't that right, Jen?
Yep.
Good. Now can you hand me that nail over there?
Sure, here you go.
And I think with how long did everyone want to go? Because I will be honest, I am quite tired, and it's been about 2.5 hours.
If you guys would like
can
to
go for
end
another
here,
half
that's
hour.
fine. I can just go ahead and time skip over to the 25th, which is where we'll start the next session on. Ready to leave?
All right.
Please go
How many
back east.
days of crafting would I get from that?
Let's see. You had 4 more days of crafting.
All right, I'll spend those in between. I'll just jot that down.
Feel free to elaborate on how you guys spend your time during those days.
Yeah.
If Bran wants to get up to something, he can do that. Pendleton wants to get up to something, he can do that. If Jen wants to pull off murdering Lily safely and soundly without getting arrested, she can do that.
Nah,
I will veto that last option.
No, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. We don't
I
need
am
to do
totally open to you guys creating a train wreck. You don't realize how flexible I really am.
Why?
After all, I did try to kill you earlier today until you came up with something cool enough that I decided to let it go.
So during this time before we leave, I'm going to make sure that I get around to considering what we need to do in the first place. I'm going to spend part of the time starting up the framework of a house, but we won't finish that expansion this time around. Instead, I'm going to dedicate the rest of the time to reinforcing the front bumper of the truck.
No problem.
Because obviously we are about to be moving away, and considering the Brotherhood still obviously do not like us already, and even without knowing about the 2 that have been murdered, we may want to... It's not murder, that's manslaughter, right? Hit and run.
Yeah, we just
It's
going.
it's an application of kinetic energy is what you're getting at.
Yes, they were barely speed bumps by accident.
We honk.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you very much again, Magoo, for running this session.
Always a pleasure.
And of course, thanks to Jen O'Connor, Fluff, and Bran Doon, played by Ken, joining me.
Alrighty.
Ta-ta!
Ciao.